Alright guys, there's no way to sugarcoat this intro to this video. If you are watching the video, if you've seen the thumbnail, I'm sure you've heard by now, Charlie Kirk, the political commentator, the conservative activist as the Associated Press is labeling him, has been, unfortunately, had his life ended at 31 years old at a university in Utah earlier today. Now this is a rapidly changing story, as you'll see by the time we get to the end of this video. Unfortunately, it's not looking like right now we have any sort of happy ending when it comes to at least getting some answers to this senseless, insane, just completely deplorable act. So this broke earlier today, and you can see this video here from Nick Sorter. Says Charlie Kirk was shot from a building about 200 yards away from where he was speaking per Utah Valley University. Charlie was immediately taken away by a security team and a suspect is in custody per Utah Valley University. Kirk was brought to the hospital and his condition is unknown per TPUSA. And of course, TPUSA is a foundation I believe he either founded or he's been very, very heavily involved with. Now, I can't show you the video, but the video that's been going around on Twitter has been extremely graphic. When you first see it, there's no mistaking that this was probably a matter of, dead within a few minutes. They say that he was transported to the hospital where he received, critical care, but unfortunately, I don't know that that's even true based on the video I saw. I can't imagine he even made it to the hospital before he passed away. And the craziest part about this is you can see just video from 7 hours ago. He was there getting ready for his debate, and it just seemed like any other normal day. This is just giving me flashbacks to when Trump had the attempt on his life, and it's pretty shocking that this is where we are as a society, that this has just become normal. Libertarian Goth posting, both of these men have been shot over their politics because the opposition cannot control their emotions, nor defend their ideas validly and without the use of force and intimidation. I don't know about you guys, I'm sick and tired of hearing about fascism and how we're the evil bigots and the Nazis and stuff, when we're the ones getting shot at. Just to put it bluntly, when you can't combat ideas, you combat the person. You go after the person, and that's what we're seeing right now. Even Asmongold, who's been taking time off from streaming, came out today to issue a statement saying, anyone surprised at what happened to Charlie Kirk hasn't been paying attention. If you go anywhere, Reddit, Twitter, etc., you'll find thousands of unhinged direct calls to violence over politics, and we're going to show you some of those guys, don't worry. Until it's addressed for what it is, things like this will continue to happen. Ethan Klein even got emotional talking about this. And Ethan Klein is somebody who does not align with Charlie Kirk on pretty much anything. And he came out basically saying how this was something that has shocked him to his core, that he just doesn't understand how we've gotten to this point. Now, of course, people are even showing that while they thought they had arrested the correct person, it seems that the shot was taken from a rooftop again, as Nick Sorter was reporting. 200 yards away from a rooftop. They're saying professional, but honestly, you wouldn't have to be a professional to take this shot. You just have to be somewhat competent with a rifle. Definitely feels like what we saw back in Butler with Trump. And the worst part is these people, the ones that Asmongold talked about. You can see this post here, 120,000 likes on Twitter. Well, I guess he lost the debate. And it gets better. People like this. Maybe Charlie Kirk shouldn't have spent years being a hateful, demagogic fascist, and this wouldn't have happened. Maybe he should take some personal responsibility. And I'm not even going to show you the worst of the worst, guys. People are literally celebrating over on TikTok and Twitter, Blue Sky, you name it, because Charlie Kirk was pro-2A, and therefore that made him bad. And it's ironic, apparently, that he had his life ended by a weapon. This person here is saying, let's make one thing clear from the start. Charlie Kirk was the victim of a shooting in a country where he, along with other right-wing extremist influencers, have been inciting violence for years. Kirk is neither a martyr nor a hero. He's a cause. I'm still waiting to see them point out right-wing violence. But these people here, the deranged TikTok scumbags, you can see from Vince Langman saying, miserable, hate-filled Kamala Harris voters are celebrating Charlie Kirk getting shot in Utah today. The radical left is pure scum of the earth. Guys, I'm not going to play the audio because these people sound as retarded as they look, and they are just pure evil scumbags. But I'm not kidding. There is one after another after another. These people are all the same. They're all the same. They can't combat ideas. They can't debate. They can't defend their positions. They hate you, they hate me, they hate everything that we stand for, but they will speak out when it comes to, supporting violence against people who they generally just dislike or disagree with. Steph and Annie pointing out that yesterday the media specifically blamed and named Charlie Kirk for bringing up the death of Irina Zarutska, again the girl on the train, the light rail, back in August. Today he was shot. The media will spin this. The media will demonize him. The media will do anything to escape responsibility. Charlie Kirk is one of the most influential voices of our time, and the media despised him. And of course, I believe this is Van Jones here. I think that's his name, speaking about Charlie Kirk. Same dude who said that all white people have inherent, things in their DNA, I guess, that makes them racist. Here's a great one. MSNBC just said the shooter might have been a supporter with their gun going off. I'm not kidding. Listen to this.
In which a shooting like this happens.
Yeah, and again, to emphasize what you just emphasized, we don't know any of the full details of this. That we don't know if this was a supporter shooting their gun off in celebration or...
What an idiotic, despicable thing to say. Even better, unbelievable moment here on the House floor. Lauren Boebert requests a moment of prayer for Charlie Kirk, and Democrats can be heard shouting no. I mean, I swear to God, these people are all demons. They're all scumbags. This is this freaky, weird part of this entire situation. I apologize for not being very well put together today, guys. This has been a very rough roller coaster of a day. Charlie Kirk posting this photo of Irina Zarutska saying America will never be the same last night. And today, posting another photo saying if we want things to change, it's 100% necessary to politicize the senseless murder of Irina Zarutska because it was politics that allowed a savage monster with 14 priors to be free on the streets to kill her. And now today, Charlie is dead. Of course, there's more video footage now that actually shows the shooter was on the roof, or at least it appears to be the shooter in the video. There was this old man that was dragged off that was believed at the time to be the shooter, but they've since let him go and said it wasn't him. Now we've seen video of the alleged shooter, not the old man, but the person they believe to be the actual shooter. It says breaking, Charlie Kirk's assassin has been arrested. And it's not just one person that fell for this. A lot of people have shared this because Director of the FBI, Kash Patel, came out and said the subject for the horrific shooting today that took the life of Charlie Kirk is now in custody. Thank you to the local and state authorities in Utah for your partnership with the FBI. We will provide updates when able. Guess what? A few minutes ago, there was an update. The subject in custody has been released after an interrogation by law enforcement. Our investigation continues, and we will continue to release information in interest of transparency. So they don't have the guy. They don't have him. They have no idea who did this, why, where. I mean, we all know why. We know why. But anyways, guys, that's the update as it stands right now. Unfortunately, we don't know who did this or what their motivations were. We can assume, but at this point now, your guess is as good as mine. Just please stay safe out there. I might be streaming later tonight on my live channel. I might be on a friend's channel. We'll see. But again, please stay safe, and I will update it as I can.